I'm often asked, why did we initiate the Practicum for Civic Leadership? And I think the answer to the why question is revealed in the components of its title, if we drill down a little bit. I mean, Trinity-Pawling has always focused on building leadership skills in the students. But leadership skills in the 21st century are a bit different than in the 20th century. And those skills have been identified due to the vast expanse of information that students have access to and sometimes overwhelmed with. Information for students today, it's ubiquitous and it's inexpensive. And so the skills that we really need to be training students and therefore leaders to possess and to command are the creative skills that allow them to synthesize information, the collaborative skills that allow them to work in teams to share information and to come up with insightful ideas and solutions to problems. The communication skills that allow them to convey message and meaning regarding these insightful interpretations of information. And the critical thinking skills that are necessary for students and leaders to parse out the relevant from the irrelevant. So the leadership component is there in the academic skills with this program. The civic aspect of this is it's essential in a global world to educate students how to interact with people in their immediate communities, in their larger national communities, in their global communities, and I also believe in their environmental communities. And so this definition of civic, or what it means to be a citizen, is also expanded in the 21st century. And the two are integrally related. In order to be a leader, you have to be a citizen. And I believe to be an effective citizen, you also need to have an idea of what it means to lead. And then finally, the practicum aspect really ties into the focus on experiential learning, of doing the discipline, being involved in actively experiencing the learning that is taking place. So we want students to be outside of the classroom with this practicum. We want them to do research, but then experience what that research truly means. We want them to reach out and engage with alumni who are involved in interests that the student and the graduate may have in common, may share. We want them to be engaging in teams to solve real-world problems. We want them to synthesize information from two different disciplines and not just learn one discipline in a silo and then another discipline in a silo. So all those skills are evident in the winter projects, in the collaborative global problem solving initiative, and in the senior independent project. So the practicum for civic leadership is something that is going to touch a boy in each of his 4 years at Trinity-Pawling, because each year every student is going to be engaged in the winter project. And as I mentioned, these projects are chosen autonomously by the student. So in a project in the winter, there may be a freshman, 2 sophomores, a junior, and 3 seniors, all working on the same project together, which is a fascinating dynamic, really, and a very interesting way for the boys to learn from one another. And so breaking those barriers, those artificial barriers based on grades, to bring people together who have a common area of interest in a particular subject is fascinating to see from an educator's perspective.
How do we tell the story of the practicum to the colleges? That's my job. And the key, I believe, is in the transcript. all 3 practicums are listed in the transcript. So the college will see it and it's like, what are these? What are they doing? And that gives me the ability to tell the colleges what our kids are doing, which I believe is unique to other high school kids. Our kids are doing stuff out there that is groundbreaking. And selfishly, from the college office, I love it. And we're using this material, actively using it, and we're giving the examples of what winter projects they were involved in. We use examples of what their senior independent project was. And colleges are receptive to this, because this is the type of thinking, the type of work, the type of collaborative being that needs to be done to be successful in the future. And our kids are doing it.